I just tried again a little bit ago and it wouldn't let me, but it is now. So we're going to go with this and hope and pray that it gets us through this. So I have a really, really cute technique to show you guys. And I have a piece of one where I just had played with it to make sure that it works. And it does. Hey, Nikki. And so I didn't finish it. I just wanted to see if my idea would work. I have seen these type of cards done for a long time, and I just have not had the punch to make it to make the card. And the other night I was laying in bed and it was driving me crazy, and I'm like, am I gonna have to buy this punch that I really can't buy right now to make this card? I really want to make a slider card. I cannot think of the name of the punch to save my life that you use it's the classic label punch. But I had a light bulb moment, and I can use my Coffee Cup Framelits, and I can use the straw die, and believe it or not, it works. Now, it's not quite as cute as using the classic label punch, but it's going to work, and I'm going to show you how to do it. So I have here a piece of real red cardstock that is, I think it's 8.5 by 5 1/4, I think 5.5, 8.5 by 5.5. Yeah, 8.5 by 5.5 is what it is. Yep, I scored it 4 1/4. I don't know why I couldn't remember that. That was simple, easy. And then I have our old olive piece of cardstock here that is 5 1/4, I believe, or 5 1/8. It's 5 1/8 by 3 7/8. And then we have our Whisper White here. I believe this is 4 1/4, 5 1/4. By 4. Yeah, by 4. So we're going to take these two pieces here, and I'm going to go ahead. We're using the Spirited Snowman stamp set, and we are going to use the little snow here, the snowflakes. We're also going to use this sentiment that says, "Your friendship warms my heart." And I've already stamped and cut out because I just didn't think you guys, you know how to fussy cut. You really didn't need me to show you how to do that. So we use the little skater guy here, and he's already stamped and cut out. We just need to color him. And I'm going to use my Stampin' Blends to do that. So let's go ahead and get our snowflakes mounted up. I'm going to bring in my old olive classic stamp pad. And what I'm going to do is I am just going to ink this up. This is an older pad. It has the felt in it, so that tells you how long I've had this one. And I am just going to move my card around, and I really meant for that to be a little lighter. I didn't really want it quite as dark, but just moving my card around so that I don't have to move my hand or turn my hand into weird angles anyway. Oops, let's get that out of the way. So what I'm doing, I don't know if you can see or not, I'm just stamping off, and I hope that this is not freezing on you. I see it keep buffering. I don't know what's wrong. My phone just is not wanting to cooperate. There we go. So now we just have a nice little background, except for, I think I'm just going to put one more right there, and maybe right here, and one more. I might regret that one, but okay, so that looks good to me. Just gives us a little bit of a background. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to attach the Old Olive to the Whisper White. And I don't want to put any adhesive too high up because that is where we're going to cut our opening up. Try to get this straight. I had to tell you a little funny story. Y'all know that I've been having problems with my eyes, and I finally was able to go to the eye doctor and I got my contacts and everything has been great. Well, I went to go open up my new contacts and they didn't mark on the boxes which eye they're for, and they're different strengths. So I think I have the wrong strength in the wrong eye. So anyway, go figure, that's me. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm burning it in my Big Shot here. And I'm going to try to do this gracefully. Find our little straw die. I'm going to lay our little cardstock piece here. And I am going to, I'm probably going to have to stand up so I can see this. I'm going to place it about where I think it needs to go. Try to center it the best that I can, and I think that probably right about there is good. I'm using a little bit of washi tape to hold it in place because I don't want that to slip. Now I'm going to put my other cutting plate on top, and I'm going to run this through. Back it up, because we're going through 2 pieces of cardstock. I really want it to cut. Okay. Now, because the straw cuts a thin line, I really want it just a little bit wider. So I'm just going to place it back on, trying to follow where I've had it before, if that makes sense. And I don't want to cut too much, just a little bit. So I think that if I put it where the bottom edge butts up together, that will be pretty straight. And then I can just put my washi tape on there. And now I'm going to run this back through again. Here we go. So there is our opening for our slider card for our little snowman skater that's going to skate back and forth, and he should do flips and all kinds of cool stuff like that. Okay, so we're going to move the Big Shot out of the way. And now we're going to come back in. I'm going to bring in our snowman, and I have some Stampin' blends here and a Stampin' Right marker. And I have, this is pumpkin pie, and I am going to color in his nose. I should use the fatter side here. Okay, and now I think, because this is going to go on here, I really think I want to do him in red. So we are going to do his hat in red and green, I believe. So I'm going to do this part. Oh, wow, yeah. I got my contacts in backwards, the wrong eye. And I don't have my glasses, my readers, to kind of help me. So this might be a little sloppy. It's never a dull moment. Never, ever, ever. Oh yeah, you guys will be able to see how badly I see. I can't believe I did that. But it wasn't marked. Normally they mark which eyes for which eye for me, and they didn't do it this time around. Oh well. Okay, and then I'm just going to color his whole scarf red. Try to do this as neatly as I can. And I know that you guys will forgive me if the coloring is not up to par. Okay. come in with my old olive. This is my Stampin' Blend, and ooh, is that dark, but I think it will lighten up some. And there we go. So we have that. Now I'm going to take my light smoky slate, and I'm just going to color the blade down here. And I'm going to bring back in my red, my real red, for his skate boot. Excuse me. You guys, this is so simple. You can do this. I know you can. And when you do, you're going to be like, oh my gosh, I made this. I created this. This is too cool. And you're going to feel like such an artist, because Stampin' Up! Products are good like that. Okay, so let's see. We're going to do the arms, his arms here. I'm using dark crumb cake, and I really cannot see his fingers, so we're guessing. I think I completely missed that twig there. Oh well. And then his little feet here, or his legs there. Okay, so he is ready. So here is the trick. 2 pennies, Stampin' Dimensionals right here, and I'm trying to make sure that I remember how to do this. So we're going to put a dimensional kind of centered on his body. I think that's how we do it. Let me make sure I'm doing this right. So, yeah. Yep. Okay. So, a Stampin' Dimensional on his body. We took that off. We kind of center the penny on there. Then I'm taking a mini dimensional. Because I'm pretty sure we use a mini. Let me make sure. Maybe not. It might be a full size one. Nope, it's a mini. Okay, but we're going to stick him right there. He is going to have a mini dimensional right there. My opening might not be quite wide enough, but we'll see. And then you take the other penny and you just kind of line it up on there. Just like that. Well, you have to take the backing off first here. Tina. Okay, take the backing off. Kind of put that in the center. Hope this works, and then, oh, I put him on backwards. Well, that's okay, because you know what? We'll just take this carefully off of there, and we'll put him on here, just like that. And then, there you go. He flips, he spins. He's not standing up straight. There we go. So let's take him. I'm going to put him up a little higher, kind of centered on his body more, and see if that works a little better. There we go. And then he flips around and he goes, isn't that just too cool? So now we need to, except for I forgot to stamp our sentiment. Our sentiment is going to go right here. And we are going to use the Your Friendship Warms My Heart. We're going to use the old olive, and I'm going to stamp that in full strength. Scoot him over some. Hope I can get this straight. Gonna go right there, just like that. And then we can put a little red rhinestone on there. Oh, good, I do have my take your pick tool. And we'll put a little bling right there. Okay, so now we're going to use dimensionals, and we're going to put one in the corner here, one in the corner there, one in the corner, and one in the corner. Now I am also going to put one here and one here, but I'm going to double them because you want him to have room to slide around without getting stuck. So I'm going to double that. Double that one. And then we're going to come over here and one here. Oops. The backing stayed on the back of that one. I'm using my paper pumpkin Stampin' Dimensionals because I just don't want them to go to waste. Oh, I keep forgetting. Got to take the backings off of these. That one off. I know I told you guys one of the trick to getting these things off a little easier is just to push your fingernail down into the center of them, and it lifts the edges up so they come up a lot easier. Okay, so we're going to take all this down. You guys, I hope this works because I haven't actually finished the card. I just did the part to see if I could actually use the straw die. I got this one a little too close to the edge. I'm going to bring it down in a little bit. Same with this one. Just going to bring that in. Okay. There's that. Hey, Joyce! Wow, that's a wonderful surprise. Okay, so that's off, that's off, that's off, that's off, that's off. Okay, so I want to make sure that we put this the right side up, and we're just going to line this up here the best that we can. As straight as I can. Oh, it's not straight, but let's see. Try this one more time because it's probably going to go on there. That's good enough to me. Okay, so now we're going to push that down. And then there is our slider card. Is that not cute as it can be? I just think that that is so super cute. And he wants to stay up there. I just think that is so cute. There we go. Okay, you guys, I hope that you enjoyed that. And I know you guys can make this, so I'd love to hear and see your photos of this. You got to try it. And you guys have a fantastic day. Thanks for joining me today. Make sure you share my video. And yeah, thanks for taking time out to join me, and have a wonderful day.